This isn't really a fun video for me to make, and I know it won't be the best watch either, but something really unfortunate has happened today, and apologies in advance if I seem kind of, stilted. I'm just kind of recording this on the fly as soon as I've gotten the opportunity. And I just want to talk about this because we're now in a spot where this is very important to talk about, and I'm very sad about this. So Gilbert Gottfried, who has done two appearances on my channel, and we were planning on doing more. Today it was announced that he has unfortunately passed away, and it's very tough because, like, as the man who runs this channel, I honestly I owe some of my two of my best moments of this entire channel to Gilbert, because his uh his appearance in my 200th video and his other appearance, which I don't want to necessarily spoil unless you haven't seen that, but I think both of those moments are just hilarious. I think I gave him these simple directions and I just said, "Hey, here's what I want you to say, man. Go for it." And he went so far and made it so funny, and I commend him for that so much, because I'm just this kid making this request, and he really didn't have to go crazy because I gave him very simple directions. Just say, "Hey, say you hate Don Cheadle's videos," simple as that. And then he goes off on this 3-minute tangent and he's talking about like green creatures and stuff. Like, he just went off on this whole thing. It's hilarious, really. He really added some hilarious moments to the channel, like stuff I'll always be grateful for. I'll always be happy I went through with that stuff because it's just awesome. But there's an issue because with his unfortunate passing, it puts me in this spot where I had initially planned for a little bit more from Gilbert within these videos. I had planned for a bit of a more of a storyline within my kind of lore we've been building. Well, because obviously the first special is his role is very important in that, and then in the current special, the whole current special kind of centers around what he did, and so now we're in a spot where, like, here's the thing. With the Halloween special and the current special Hellbound, which is still being worked on, but we're getting there. Uh, I I'm gonna keep those predominantly the same. I don't plan on changing anything with that, but going forward, I cannot, in good faith, use his name to portray like this type of character, because before it was something that was agreed upon. He was okay with doing these things. Like, this wasn't there wasn't any sort of question about, like, if he was okay with what he was saying, what he was doing, what was being told. And now that he's passed away, I can't in confidence continue this sort of like story around him, despite having things to do so, because I have set up already a lot of things with that. Not a lot, but like enough for like the near future, like next special, and even at the end of this special, and I'll kind of dive into this too a bit. The initial idea, which I went pretty far with for the credits of the special, was going to be kind of a tease that Gilbert Gottfried was going to come back, and he still had this vengeance for Dawn. But unfortunately now I can't in good faith go through with that, because I don't want any chance of disrespecting this man now that he's gone. It's very difficult because I was very proud of the ideas I had. I thought they were going to be really fun, and I love Gilbert and the way he acts and his voice, and it's just so funny. He's just a truly hilarious man. Like, one of the funniest comedians out there, I think. Him and like Norm Macdonald were just like hilarious. So since I can't really execute these plans anymore, go through with the storyline that I was planning, I think my idea is going to be to, in this remainder of this video, kind of show you guys my ideas I had and like what kind of like scenes we had set up, and I'm gonna kind of go through, because I don't want it to fully go to waste, and I think I think considering what I have and what I've done, it would be okay to show, you know. And so I'll do that. I'll do that now. So the initial, now I'm gonna have to change this because Hellbound is wrapping up. We're getting close to the end here of, you know, finishing it, which I'm very excited about, by the ways. But the initial idea for a kind of post credit scene was there's two security guards and they're sitting in this break room, kind of talking, you know, just casual talk. But eventually, one of them says to the other, "Today's the day, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And they're talking about how this inmate, he's getting sent up to another facility, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's crazy. You know, hopefully this isn't as difficult as last time." And they walk out. They walk up to the cell with this man turned around, and they say, "All right, Mr. Gottfried, it's time to go. Let's not make this difficult, okay?" And they don't get a response. And they go, "Mr. Gottfried?" And you start hearing this laughing. And I'll just play the audio here.
愚か者め、ミスター・ゴッドフリードはもうどこにいなくなった。
So as you can see, we were kind of building up this interesting plot line where did Gilbert go, you know? Why is this Japanese man like laughing in his cell? And my whole idea that I was going to kind of delve into more as we went on was that Gilbert in the past had done some sort of like deed for the Yakuza. And the whole idea was going to be Gilbert's kind of getting his debt repaid to him by like getting the Yakuza to like back him and free him from prison and kind of help get revenge on Don Cheadle for just how much he hates him and now getting him put in jail. And I was super excited about that just because I thought it was like, it's a really silly, like off the wall kind of idea. Like, oh, Gilbert Gottfried, the actor, is working with the Yakuza and they want to kill Don Cheadle. And it was just, I thought it was a very fun idea. And I definitely don't want to, you know, do that now because I don't want to portray a dead man as like this kind of bad person who's like trying to kill this guy and he's like basically insane, because that's what the character has been up until now, and I can't in good faith do that anymore. But I do have one other thing I wanted to show, and it's a clip of Gilbert actually, and it was meant to be the teaser in the next special. I was going to do like another kind of credit scene that alluded to this once again, and it's all these Yakuza members talking in this room in this massive screen. All the lights go on, and the screen turns on, and then this plays.
Be not afraid, my children. I am Gilbert Gottfried. I will make this world red and sad.
And so once again, it kind of builds up this idea that like Gilbert's, you know, he's cooking up something. He's planning on doing something evil, you know. And you see why we can't do that now, and you see why I want to, you know, kind of push this to the side and not do this because of, you know, the circumstances. And it's tough. It really is tough to have to put it aside because I was very excited. But of course, I'm not going to do something like that out of respect for Gilbert and his family and everyone. Even if, because it's very likely they never would have even seen most of this, but nonetheless, I just think it's the most respectful thing to do. But that's about it. Once again, Gilbert has done so much cool stuff for the channel. I'll always cherish those super funny clips he sent for us. I just wanted to address this because it's so important because of, you know, how we were setting things up. But yeah, Hellbound's coming still. I'm not really changing the mentions of him besides that credit scene I had planned, but after that, Gilbert Gottfried as a character won't appear anymore. But yeah, that's that. So I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys are excited for Hellbound because I'm very excited. I know the cast is very excited. And I'll see you guys soon.
Richie walks into a talent agent's office talent agent says, so what kind of an act do you do? So Richie takes all his clothes off and he starts jerking off. He's jerking off with his right hand and then his left hand. And then Richie is jerking off with his left hand and fingering his asshole with his right hand. And then Richie makes a fist and starts fist fucking himself in the ass. And then he makes another fist and he's going double team on his asshole with both fists. And then he takes out a baseball bat and shoved it all the way up his ass. Then he bends over and blows himself. And then just comes all over his face. And then he shits in his hand and rubs his whole body in shit. And the talent agent says, oh, well, that's kind of an interesting act. What do you call yourself? And he says, what do you think I call myself? Richie.